starting to make some wise choices since it is the new year, but you know what? We all need some guidance. Please welcome Rose Reisman with Choose It and Lose It. If you're out there and you're tempted by the cold weather to go for something that might be not that healthy, you're here to show us the calorie count, the fat, all of that might be in some of our favorite foods. So let's start at...
And Tracy, you look great, so it looks like over the holidays you kept...
I tried.
Control.
So instead of eating 36 cookies, I would have 24.
That's way better. That's a way to do it today.
I think that's all about balance.
All right, so it's cold, it's dark, and we just need comfort right now.
Yes.
I mean, we're forgetting the veggies and all of that. So let's first take a trip to Boston Pizza. First thing you think of with comfort is meatballs, spaghetti, bread. It sounds great. So here's a lovely dish of spaghetti and meatballs. 3 big meatballs, and we've got spaghetti there, and let you know that 1 cup of pasta, you're going to die, is close to 400 calories. You're getting about three cups.
Oh dear.
So just let's do, you know, you can start multiplying some stuff out. This is going to come in at 1,730 calories.
Oh no.
63 grams of fat. And what does that mean? That's a day's intake of your calories and 3/4 of your fat.
63 grams of fat, huh?
You got it. And
That's
so
a lot.
it's a lot, and it looks innocent, but now we wonder why we gain the weight. Equivalent to, you will laugh, this is from Jack Astor's, 15 pieces of bruschetta.
Yum.
All right?
Can you imagine eating
So you could have all of this in terms of calories instead of the spaghetti and meatballs. So I like to show this example because it looks obscene to eat that, but nobody can understand that that's what you're eating. When people say, Rose, I've gained weight in the winter, usually it's the comfort foods.
You know what I would say, though? Even if you are going to do that, have half.
Half, absolutely.
That is a huge portion right
and
there.
you know when it's in front of you, you eat it.
You eat it.
Now, another nice treat there is you could go to the fettuccine bolognese.
Okay.
So you're getting a tomato sauce with some ground beef, sometimes some ground sausage. This comes in at almost half the calories, 730 calories. 9 grams of fat compared to the 63 grams of fat. So you can still have your pasta and eat it too, but you don't want to look like a meatball at the end.
You don't want to be the
winter.
No.
All right.
What makes the big difference in the fat content between these two?
Well, there's not nearly the same amount of meat. So you might be getting 1 ounce of meat. Here you're getting about 8 ounces.
Yeah.
And it's a fatty meat. So, and you're getting a little less pasta, not a lot less. But listen, even half a cup is 200 calories less.
Okay.
So it's a good bargain there. All right.
Let's move down the line. Where are we now?
We're going to go to Jack Astor's.
Yum.
So we're going to have our chicken club poutine. Now, poutine is known as our Canadian national food, but you know what? Let's change our Canadian national food.
Should we change it to salad?
I mean, we're all getting too overweight, so why should this be representative of our Canadian national food? But anyway,
it tastes so good.
It's so good. All right, this comes in at 1,115 calories.
Unbelievable.
3/4 of your daily intake.
Yeah, for fries and gravy.
68 grams of fat, almost a full day's intake just for the poutine.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And people eat that. Now, that's equivalent to 23 chicken wings in terms of just the no name, all right? So you could eat 23 chicken wings instead of that.
Yeah.
But what's shocking at Jack Astor's, you want comfort, right?
Yeah.
Here's a good old pastrami sandwich that I would never have thought comes in at 680 calories versus 1,000.
Yeah.
26 grams of fat with some mashed potatoes, so you're still getting potatoes there instead of the 34 grams of fat.
See, that's very surprising to me.
Isn't it?
I wouldn't think that a cured meat sandwich would be a better choice
than the poutine.
And that's not even a full meal, the poutine. That's the problem, right? You're going to want something else.
Absolutely. So what I'm trying to show people is it's not about deprivation. I get it in the winter. You want comfort.
Yeah.
And I'm still saying you still got to watch. I wouldn't like people to be eating this every day, but if you're going to make the choice, at least you've got the protein there and it's going to fill you up more than those French fries.
Good stuff.
All right. So let's go over now to Pizza Hut. Oh boy. Okay,
Love
so
pizza.
These 2 little innocent pieces of pizza, this is called the Italian classic.
Right.
I call it the triple threat. You've got cheese in the crust, and I wanted to bring the ones with the hot dog, but it's not a regular item yet, so I couldn't bring it.
Yeah.
Pepperoni, all right, and sausage. Triple threat right there. These 2 little pieces of the Italian classic come in at 860 calories.
That's not even a meal.
36 grams of fat. That's half your calorie intake right there. Almost half your fat.
Yeah.
Equivalent, this is the best, I love this. If you're going to look at fat, to an entire Pillar's sausage. You'd have to eat all of this in terms of fat for these two. I mean, to me, it's always mind-boggling. So every time you eat the 2 stuffed pieces of pizza, think about consuming this.
You're eating a whole kielbasa.
All right.
Which you would never do. I hope you would never do that.
Well, right. Maybe on the really dark days in February once.
Maybe, but yeah.
Instead, you can get something called the Triple Crown Pizza from Pizza Hut.
So we've got a thin crust
Thinner
going
crust,
on there.
and you're getting pepperoni. So you see, I'm not telling you to go all veggie for this.
Right.
440 calories, half the fat, 16 grams of fat versus 36.
I don't understand why people need cheese in the crust.
It's indulgence.
Or a hot dog in there. It's too much.
It's obscene. People love obscene
things. Just have
things.
the pizza, but don't have the cheese
Wait,
in
and
the
then
crust.
people get that Caesar dressing and dip it. I won't even go there. Okay.
They always ask you, what dipping sauce do you want? Like, dipping sauce? I ordered a pizza.
And people go, whoa, it's for free. We're going to do that. You know, so that's...
Actually, I'm one of those people. It's for free. Add it on.
Add it on. Go for the marinara. Now, finally, we're going to go to a frozen dinner. And people think, oh, when I was checking out of the supermarket, people look at me and they say, oh, so that's what she's eating on the side. All right, so the hungry man. I think if you keep indulging, you're going to be a hungry fat man, okay? Because here you're getting a backyard barbecue. So it sounds decent. You're getting some grilled chicken and a pork cutlet.
All right.
You got corn niblets, mashed potatoes, and that's a brownie.
It actually does not look that bad. That's a brownie?
That's a brownie.
Okay.
All right, you got to be careful you don't microwave that too much, okay? They do give you instructions. But 780 calories, half your calorie intake for a guy.
Yeah.
And we say 29 grams of fat, not that bad in fat, but equivalent to, look what you could have from Harvey's. 6 grilled chicken burgers.
That's crazy.
In terms of fat compared to this. So again, I love to see this because I realize then when I go into Harvey's, this is not a bad thing at all.
No.
Harvey's is a good thing.
Yes, just have one, maybe.
You got
not
it.
6.
Instead, if you really want to be a hungry man, you want to satisfy your guy, you're going to go for the turkey. The turkey is 500 calories versus the 780, but only 14 grams of fat versus the 29. And here you're getting turkey breast, a little bit of gravy, mashed potatoes, corn, and this is an apple and cranberry little dessert in there. So if you want to go frozen dinner, you can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm just showing you that it's not about, again, deprivation. I'm not telling people not to have it.
Right.
But really, these little switches at the end of the year and starting the new year now, you're going to be good for the spring to lose like 5 to 6 pounds if you just make these small changes in your diet.
And that's what it's all about, making the little baby steps. I just can't believe that's a brownie.
That's a brownie,
All right, let's go to break. We've got more coming up. That's a brownie. You know what else? Coming up, kitchen counters. We'll take this one, please, because it looks very expensive.
Yeah,
How much is that?
That one, those can be $300 per square foot.
Wow.